Well, I'm sitting at home today looking back on some of the footage, and we've got an important decision to make. Are we going to stay on our mooring this year, or we're thinking about having a season in the Broads of Norfolk and Suffolk? But we're weighing up the options. Where we are at the moment allows us easy access to the sea, and we've visited some great harbours and had some great sea cruising over the last few years. However, going back to the Broads has its benefits, like the beautiful landscapes, the ease of access, the fact that we can just turn up to the boats at any time and just go cruising. Those are the positives. What are the negatives? First of all, the cost. For us to move back into the Broads involves us picking up three big costs. First of all, there's going to be an overlap on our mooring fees. Secondly, we have to pay a toll fee, which is very, very expensive now for a motorboat. And the fact that we'd be joining partway through the year doesn't mean that we get a cheaper toll. We'd have to pay a full toll unless we come after the 31st December, in which case we can get a 50% reduction for this year and still pay the full toll for next year. In addition to that as well, it isn't just a toll we'd have to pay. In July, our boat safety certificate expires, so we'd have to get a boat safety certificate renewal as well. So altogether, we think it's going to cost us over £2,000 to return back to the Broads just for a season. Is it worth it? Well, it's not just cost that's going to get this decision made for us. We've got to consider a couple of other things. Firstly, why we left the Broads in the first place, and secondly, are we at risk of having those things happening again? The first one I want to talk about is damage. We'd had our boat hit on a number of occasions and our insurance cost had risen up quite high. So being off the Broads was actually a cheaper option for insurance, believe it or not, even though we're on a sea berth, than it was on an inland mooring. Secondly, what I call unsociable behaviour. When we were away in the summer, we'd experienced this on a couple of occasions where boats, predominantly hire craft, although I'm not singling them out, will start their engines often in the middle of the night to charge their batteries and heat up water. It really isn't good. We were choked out on one occasion and I actually had to get up and knock on the window and speak to the person and explain what was happening because our dog was going mad and also our cabin was getting filled with fumes because we were moored right behind them. And on another occasion I was woken in the very early hours of the morning by two hire craft that started their engines at approximately 4:45 in the morning, and it was just a complete and utter spoilt night's sleep. So those are negatives, but if we can put up with those, the Broads offers an awful lot. There is a third option, and this is a really difficult choice to make because of this. There are a couple of local ports on other rivers locally who've offered us mooring spaces. So this decision is going to be really hard. We're going to think very hard over the next few days, and we're going to give you an update really soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hope to see you back on Love Life, Love Boat. Thank you so much as always for joining us, and happy boating.